Here we go. We are 1-1. Smile versus VOR. Smile, the CIS second place team. VOR, the Asia first place team. The last game was... I was on the edge of my seat. That was fantastic. If this one's anything like that, it's going to be a great match. We have got for Smile in green, Ohio, Republic, Minotaur, Goliath, Venezia, Nevsky, Marceau, Shima, and Grozhvoy. No duplicates on their team. Unlike VOR. What have we got down there?
Opposing them from the south spawn, VOR is fielding Ohio Kremlin, fronted by double Des Moines, Moskva, Stalingrad, and at the tip of the spear, triple Marceau. Yeah, I smell a wolf pack, sir.
Exactly. They are sticking together like glue. Yeah, three Marceaus, that's going to be tricky to deal with. Just a reminder that for this series, Kleber is banned by Smile. So VOR maybe would have used 3 Klebers for this formation, but they've substituted that out for Marceaus, if that was their plan. Marceau, not exactly the same, but can fulfill a kind of a similar role. Certainly with this initial speed to get to the cap, and then carry on pushing if necessary. So we'll watch what they do with these Marceaus. But they're facing a Minotaur that's not going to be... and a Venezia, actually, so that's not going to be a walkover for them, for sure.
No, and Smile seems to have intuited correctly where those Marceaus are going initially, because that's where the Minotaur and the Venezia are. I am intrigued and excited to see Smile's lineup stats, because we keep seeing different looks from these guys, right? Last time we saw kind of the smoke train, spammy, triple Nevsky comp that they almost clawed their way back into that game. And now we're seeing Goliath and what I assume is another Minotaur build, mixed in with, a Republic, which we have not seen them field yet.
Yeah, I think they're playing the maps. This map is obviously horizontal caps, and so it's a bit shorter in sense of the distance between the caps. So they don't quite need the same composition. So I think that is not only to respond to the enemy team, I think it's also to respond to the map. The Marceaus are... it's really funny. It's like watching some ducklings or something. They've pushed into the cap, and now they're like, right, we've done. Let's next. And they're going to go around and head towards B, I think.
They're just moving like a school of fish as they quickly cap C, which will not be answered by Smile from the north. They don't have any ships in a position to do anything about that. And it looks like the Marceau Wolfpack is going to head to B, and there's not really anything to oppose them there at the moment either.
But Smile, I mean, this is 9v9, and Smile have 7 of their ships. 7 over at A.
Did you see Classic was dumping torpedoes into the C cap? He accidentally torpedoed his teammate.
Oh, I didn't see that. That's unfortunate.
Aruha took one in the bow. And it's like, that's man.
Unfortunate. Well, hopefully Aruha is using Adrenaline Rush and will actually get something out of that. But that's going to cause some arguments. I mean, you've got to remember, in these international finals, there is potentially a cash prize on the table. And so little mistakes like that, that's probably going to cause... Hopefully these teams are experienced enough that probably won't get discussed during the match. No. But that's definitely something that they will talk about afterwards, for sure.
Oh, I think so. Well, VOR's Wolfpack headed to B, might be met by Fairy's Marceau. The Shimakaze position, that's Dead Kamek, is very aggressive as well. Like, you don't generally see opposing DDs pushing across the midline of the map this early in a game, but here we are. Stalingrad radar going up from B, and they'll find out where Dead Kamek is right now.
Yeah, Dark Temple's actually going to nose around to try and get a shot on the Shima, I think, which means that the Nevsky and everyone else is going to be able to pile in on Dark Temple. But, Dead is going to have to do some good dodging here. Just slamming on the brakes for that first volley. Accelerating away. I think just on the edge of radar range. Yeah, just going outside of radar range now. The triple Marceau is heading in towards Bravo. Wait, look at the Moskva position of YBB, like way down in J1. VOR are probably going to want to turn that Moskva all the way around and start kiting it away, or jam it up behind this island so that it's a pain to get rid of.
5 minutes gone. The triple Marceau Wolfpack doing its job. 2 quick caps here as VOR will start to open their 40-point lead a little wider. Renegade is... No, those torpedoes don't quite make it to him. I was like, well, those look a little dodgy there for a minute.
Although the map is quite different, we're actually seeing something quite similar to last time. So you've got Smile really, really heavy on one cap and trying to push through, but they've got to capitalize on that pretty quickly. But of course, Triple Marceau is able to move around the map really quickly, and they are actually being sent over to counter this push, and they already hold BC. And they can equally turn around and go and respond to anything that Smile do on B or C. So this Triple Marceau division is going to be super important to VOR's game plan here.
Yenyaya's Kremlin coming under fire now from Maniacs Ohio to the north as we see smoke going up for the Goliath and the Nevsky over here. The Nevsky's lagging a bit, so he probably won't open fire, but Grozovoy smoke going downrange, and Yenyaya is about to find himself on the receiving end of a very unfortunate torpedo salvo if you're VOR.
Shima Torps 1, 2, third one just misses the aft end, and 3 is, oof, that's more than half health. AP coming from Ohio. Ooh, that was actually a little bit low. But Yenaya is going to be wanting to turn out here. There's more torpedoes coming. I think there's a Goliath.
Very quickly, Yenaya under a tremendous amount of threat between the Nevsky, the Grozovoy, the Goliath. He does manage to dodge the Grozovoy torpedoes at least.
Yeah, it does manage to make the turn, but oof, that's an awful lot of ships behind you.
Yeah.
And Shima actually putting in another set, chasing.
Moscow radar going up. Go ahead.
Kremlin doesn't really have the problem with, having to run a flood for a long time because of its quick cooldown DCP. But oof, that's not a health pool that you want to see on a Kremlin at this point in the match.
No, it's a little early.
Yeah, YBB choosing to stay nose in. I did wonder whether they would kite it away. This Mossfire is going to take a while to get rid of, but with Ohio, the Goliath, and Nevsky, a Grozhevoy shooting at it, it's not going to last that long.
Dead hammock.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, caught by the Marceau Wolfpack here. They're blind firing him in that smoke. It only takes a handful of shells to kill him at this point. They get him. That's a big kill for VOR.
Yeah, and don't forget, that's on Smile's what was their strong flank.
Yeah.
So, yeah, VOR responding fantastically with those 3 Marceaus, and they are paying a little bit in return, but they are just going to turn around.
Still worth it.
Yep, turn around and waddle off in the other direction.
Well, and they can... If I'm VOR, I'm now at a point where I'm seriously considering breaking up the Wolfpack, right? There's nobody in A. They could easily go grab A right now, if they wished. And I'm not sure why you wouldn't, although they're getting the Goliath quite low at this point, and there he goes.
Yeah. It does look like they're doing that. Renegade is now facing in the opposite direction, and maybe sent either to go and torpedo the Republic. It looks like the other 2 are actually being sent back in. Maybe now that there's, with that Goliath gone, there's a bit less of a threat. You've got the Mossfire and the Kremlin turning around as well. Maybe they will actually be super aggressive and actually push on A here.
Oh, they're going to use Renegade to keep Sheridan's Repub reset into B cap while he gets spotted by Dark Temple Stalingrad, would seem.
Taking a quick look over at the 10 line, you've got Max in the Venezia for Smile, pushing past the island here and going towards Asphodelis' Des Moines. Of course, Venezia has torpedoes, Des Moines does not have torpedoes. So, not much that Asphodelis can do to stop Venezia rushing here, apart from potentially trade with a ram. Ohio AP into Venezia only does 5k. Max potentially turning for the first set of torpedoes, but with Des Moines' improved AP penetration angles, Venezia does still have to be very careful.
2 of the VOR Marceaus over here at A. Classic now into the A cap, backed up by Aruha. They have just been mercilessly farming WCG Rider because WCG's guns were looking somewhere else. They were trying to bag the kill on one of the ships to the south, and they do finally get WCG.
Sorry, Naomi just smacked the Venezia on the 10 line
by
lobbing the island. Yeah, no, that was a pretty big play there from Best Naomi, saving Asphodelis' Des Moines, just taking 1 torpedo there on the nose. Nice shot there from Naomi. Okay, Naomi immediately turning around and shooting John Sheridan with no doubt a big smile on the player's face.
10 minutes gone. It is all VOR at the moment. They're up 3 ships. They hold a commanding lead in terms of points, board position, caps, pretty much everything.
Renegade is coming under a lot of fire here in the middle.
Yeah.
From the Minotaur and from the Marceau. You definitely don't want to be broadside to a Minotaur in a destroyer.
The Minnow's going to end his game very quickly here, I think.
That AP, if you nose in, is pretty much ineffective, but at that angle is devastating.
Yeah. As soon as you show a Minotaur any angle, he's biting him in and you're in trouble. But they still retain control of all the caps.
Yeah, farm paying for that, going down to almost 10k there. Des Moines AP, yep, that's farm ran the heel, got up to about 20 and then immediately back down to 10. Yep, Des Moines still hitting.
Oh,
there we go.
Was Stalingrad right through the stern. Stalingrad can full pen a Minotaur from literally any angle, just like that. They get that kill right back, and VOR is seconds from winning this game. 30 seconds from winning this game.
9:54 on the points clock. VOR just starting to tighten the noose here. Moskva pushing up from the 1 line. And you've got the double Marceaus just kiting away there while shooting. And VOR don't need to take any kills. They obviously don't need to take any more caps. They can, as long as they don't lose any ships, they can just sit. Smile absolutely need a kill. But it's hard to see where they're going to get that from in the next 6 seconds.
They have 5 seconds to get a kill. It's not going to happen.
They might even lose the corrosive weight. No.
VOR's going to win this game and claim the match 2-1. They will be moving on to face... who are they facing? Let's see. I got to look at the schedule.
So that takes them through to tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Yeah, look at that. It is tomorrow.
So they will be facing so that's the semis, and they'll be facing the SCCC Oh Boy winner, which I think we're going to be casting a little bit later.
I do believe so.
Why don't we pass it back to Chrysantos to talk a bit more about that match?